I'm going to give you a breakdown of the Week 6 NFL matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Alpha Omega. Welcome to another video. Before we get into the betting guide, make sure and head over to my website and sign up for a sports pick package. I had another profitable NFL Sunday in Week 5, including hitting 2 of my 3 Wise Guy plays, and I'm averaging 61% winners overall this season. My Week 6 card is ready to go, and I'll be including multiple max unit Wise Guy plays again this week. And if you're a sports bettor and you want to know what my Wise Guy plays are for Week 6 of the NFL, you need to head over to my website and sign up for a Wise Guy play package. Also, if this is your first time here and you want to learn how to bet on sports like a pro and gain an edge over the sports books, start now by subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. In the 2019 NFL season, there continues to be a great deal of uncertainty surrounding which teams are most likely to make the playoffs and have a chance at winning the Super Bowl. In Week 5, the Patriots remained undefeated, trouncing the Redskins, which in turn led to Washington finally firing Jay Gruden. The Raiders took down the Bears and Chicago's #1 ranked defense, and John Gruden continued to build the case for Coach of the Year. Minshew magic continues, but was not enough to take down fellow backup quarterback Kyle Allen and the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys have been exposed as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers dominated Dallas in Week 5, and the entire NFC is officially wide open as the 49ers remain undefeated after making Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns look absolutely foolish on Monday Night Football. Make sure and check out the video I made going over the 49ers and the Browns last week. Just like last week, while you may know all of this already, my point is that in the world of sports betting, what appears to be obvious is often what is most deceiving, and relying on wacky trends that hold no actual predictive value or placing too much value on your own thoughts and instincts without using predictive analytics will inevitably lead you to becoming a consistent losing bettor. The good news is that as we go deeper into the 2019 NFL season, more and more data is accumulated, and the more data I have, the more accurate my bets become, but more on all that later. The Alpha Omega Vegas consensus line has the Rams favored by 3 points with a total of 50.5. Implied odds mean based on the current money line odds, what is the projected implied probability of victory? Basically, it's the chances of victory expressed as a percentage. In this case, Vegas is saying the Rams have a 63% chance of winning the game outright, with the 49ers having a 41% chance of pulling off the upset. Using my base power rankings, I have the Rams favored by 4 points and the total at 47. But remember, my base power rankings are only the starting point if you want to make money betting on the 2019 NFL season. The 2019 Rams offense is not the same unit that went to the Super Bowl last year, and perhaps the most important factor in the Rams' regression in 2019 is Todd Gurley not carrying the same offensive load. While Gurley remains an effective running back in short bursts, there is no question that something is wrong with Gurley. Gurley's usage is down 37% in 2019 versus last year at this time, and because Gurley is not nearly as big of a threat to run, the play-action pass is no longer as effective. The use of play action in Coach Sean McVay's offense is a main component to McVay's success, and has also allowed quarterback Jared Goff to go from a first-round bust to $110 million guaranteed. In order for McVay's offense to run at optimum efficiency, and therefore give the Rams the best chance to win, the Rams' running game has to be effective. To make the Rams' running back situation even more precarious in Week 6, Todd Gurley is currently being listed on the injury report with a left quad contusion. From what we have seen in the past from Sean McVay, it's impossible to trust anything the coach has to say in regards to player injuries. According to my sources, I expect Gurley to practice in limited fashion sometime this week, and for Gurley to be a full participant in the game against the 49ers. Having said that, with Gurley not carrying the same offensive load, it's difficult to say just how much of a participant Gurley will be. Another injury-related issue for the Rams offense is the concussion to wide receiver Brandon Cooks. The Rams star receiver is still in concussion protocol and is questionable to play against the 49ers. The Rams offensive line will also be an issue against the excellent defensive line of the 49ers. As we will discuss momentarily, the 49ers defensive line is one of the best in the NFL, and according to my offensive line rankings, the Rams rank as one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. The keys for the Rams offense will be establishing the threat to run, whether using Gurley or Darrell Henderson, utilizing play action to open up the deep passing game, and the Rams offensive line holding off Nick Bosa and the 49er defense to allow Jared Goff time to throw. If the Rams accomplish these goals, Los Angeles will cover the spread and win the game. The 49er defense put on a clinic in Week 5 against the Browns, with Nick Bosa in particular showcasing all of the reasons the 49ers drafted him. Again, make sure and check out my betting guide where I predicted Nick Bosa would play a major factor against the Browns. On the flip side, in the same video, I called out Richard Sherman for being past his prime and unable to cover the Browns receivers. Sherman proved me wrong with the interception of Baker Mayfield and holding the Browns to 3 points in the game. The 49ers will be up against a similar test with the Rams, except in this case, the Rams receivers are of a slightly higher caliber overall. While OBJ and Jarvis Landry are excellent, the Rams have the most elite wide receiving core in the NFL, with Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, and Cooper Kupp. A scary matchup for any defense. The defensive line of the 49ers should theoretically have an easier time with the Rams offensive line, and if the 49ers have the same intensity against the Rams, Jared Goff will be in trouble. The keys for the 49er defense will be Richard Sherman and the 49er secondary having another excellent game, specifically by not getting beat deep, the 49er defensive line maintaining pressure on the quarterback, and the 49er defense as a whole stopping the run, which will prevent the Rams' play-action passing attack from being effective. If the 49ers accomplish these goals, San Francisco will cover the spread and win the game. Before I continue with the betting guide, if you are enjoying the video and if you feel like you're getting good information that can help you gain an edge over the sportsbooks and make smarter sports wagers, make sure and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with the latest sports betting content from me, professional sports handicapper Alpha Omega. Also, make sure and click the link in the description of the video, check out my website, and sign up for a sports betting package. I literally break down sports information and make my living based on that information every day. I take all of the sports data I can find, I factor all of that data into mathematical betting models to make my picks, and I send you the same picks that I bet on myself. I have packages for every level of sports bettor, from a beginner who is just coming into the sports betting world to the expert bettor who just needs that extra edge to take them to the next level. Make the smart decision and sign up with a professional today. The Rams defense has had issues against the deep passing game in 2019, with both Mike Evans and DK Metcalf beating the Rams for deep touchdowns in both of LA's losses, and with both touchdowns being turning points in the momentum of the games. Over the last 2 games, the Rams defense has seen opposing offenses put up an average of 42.5 points per contest, including allowing the Buccaneers to score a franchise record 55 points. A further issue for the Rams is the defensive line's inability to stop the run. The 49ers rank as the 4th best rushing offense according to my power rankings, and the Rams have thus far not shown the ability to stop the run. and that's with star linebacker Clay Matthews, who broke his jaw against the Seahawks and will not be available until later this season. The one place where the Rams may hold the advantage is in the secondary. The Rams are elite with Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, and Eric Weddle, and with the 49ers not having a true number one wide receiver, the Rams hold the advantage. As we will discuss momentarily, the 49er offense does have a borderline star tight end in George Kittle, but the Rams have the talent to stifle the 49er passing attack. The keys for the Rams defense will be slowing down the elite 49er rushing attack, LA using its advantage in the secondary to stop the 49er passing game, and getting pressure on Jimmy G in key moments. If the Rams accomplish these goals, LA will cover the spread and win the game. The 49er offense remains undefeated at 4-0, and unlike San Francisco's first 3 wins, the 49ers finally have a signature victory against the Browns. San Francisco dominated the Browns offensively, utilizing Coach Kyle Shanahan's short timing-based routes, just as I predicted in my previous video. While the 49er offensive line has been stellar so far this season, the injury to tackle Mike McGlinchey is a serious blow to the rushing capability of the San Francisco offense. And along with the sprained MCL for fullback Kyle Juszczyk, I would posit that these injuries are the cause for the Rams being favored in this game. It will be surprising if the 49ers are able to continue their top 5 rated rushing attack without McGlinchey or Juszczyk. Another interesting aspect to the 49er offense is the lack of a true star playmaker. San Francisco possesses multiple good players on the offensive end, and it could be argued that George Kittle is a star tight end, but with the lack of production in 2019, which is admittedly due to Jimmy G spreading the football around rather than regression on the part of Kittle, statistically the Niners have no star receiver. The 49ers' elite rushing attack has also created a top 5 offensive team, which will be put to the test with the injuries to the offensive line. The keys for the 49er offense will be finding a way to maintain the San Francisco rushing attack, continuing to use the short passing game to move the ball down the field, and keeping Jimmy G upright. If the 49ers are able to accomplish these goals, San Francisco will cover the spread and win the game. The margin of victory in this game will be determined by the Rams offense forcing the 49ers to honor the threat to run, the 49er defense keeping the Rams wide receivers in front of them, the Rams defense taking advantage of the 49er injuries and stopping the San Francisco rushing attack, and the 49er offense using the threat to run to set up the pass. Whichever team accomplishes their team goals will cover the spread and win the game. Okay guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think. If you feel like you're gaining information that will help you in your sports betting, or if you have questions, let me know in the comments. And remember, we are now in week 6 of the 2019 NFL season. And with the accumulation of 5 weeks of data, my NFL analytics and mathematical predictions will have me sending out a lot more of my max unit wise guy plays. So if you want to find out how a pro bettor makes money and you want to start making money too, make sure and head over to my website and sign up for one of my sports pick packages. And remember, whether you're an everyday bettor who needs a consistent way to increase and grow your bankroll, or whether you don't even understand what a bankroll is and sports betting just recently became legal in your state, I have a package that will work for you. So click the link in the description and sign up for a package now. And if you want to stay updated with all the latest sports betting guides across all major sports, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.